strangers, we are going around the shops today. So I'm planning to go to our local Witchy Shop and then maybe to look at some clothes in a new shop that's just opened. And then perhaps we'll go look at a couple more shops too. So if you want to find out what happens today, please keep watching.
Strangers, welcome to Star Ravens Gothic Eternity. In the hollow of midnight's gaze.
So yes, this is the new shop, and yeah, I've been really excited about getting in here. My husband walks past it on the way to the bus every day and he always tells me about it, so let's go check it out. I have never seen a second-hand like shop just for, you know, alt wear and things, so this is going to be exciting. Let's have a good look through this shop and see if we can find anything that's, you know, different and more our style than the normal charity shops around. So we did have some like weird stuff to begin with, and I was like, yeah, this is just like vintage clothes. And I did find actually a few nice bits in here that, you know, that weren't too bad. Very small sizes to begin with, I noticed, and the prices were quite expensive as well. But yeah, I'd love you to tell me if you see anything in here that you would have got. I quite like this top here. I'd definitely wear that. I went to see what make it was. I don't know this make, and I didn't quite catch the price. I think they're about £25–26. They had these cool like graffiti style tops that I quite enjoyed looking at as well. This I really liked. How much is that? £28. So quite expensive. But it must be quite expensive to get hold of this like different kind of clothing. I love the stitching on the arms on this one. I am going to try and attempt making my own top with that kind of stitch in the future, so it's quite cool to see something that had it. And very nice shirts. This is really cool. Yeah, it's just so exciting to find a different shop that's doing something, you know. This was really cool. I love cardigans, and £27 for that. So a bit expensive than I thought it might be in here, but it must, like I said, it must cost quite a bit of money to get this stuff into one shop. We had like a small red section here. I did skip past some of it, and it got very busy in here at one point. They had lots of different shoes in here as well, as you can see, which again, you don't see that kind of thing inside charity shops normally. And I fell in love with this spiky belt, and I was curious to see how much they charge for it. It's quite a nice thick normal belt, £25. And then there was a choker as well. There was no price on that one. And this choker with a massive cross on it I loved as well. Again, no price. These shoes are very strange, and then these Dr. Martens were beautiful. I love all the little buckles, and I've never seen any like this before actually. £195. I'm not sure what size they are either, but they look too small for me, sadly. I've never seen ones like that. I'm going to have to investigate to see how much they cost new. So they did have lots of mini skirts in here. I'm not a mini skirt wearer, but you know, I thought I'd show you guys anyway. Some really nice tops here too. A Chinese stylish top. I quite like the design on this one. It was like some meshy net over the top of a print, which was really cool. I really like this as well, but I think they're shorts at the bottom. I wish that I spent a bit more time in here looking to see where most of this stuff came from. They had a long mesh dress, which I quite liked. I only had one button at the front, so it must be just something to wear like over something. £32. I was curious to see what trousers and long skirts they had in here. They had lots of, and then I found some of these. This actually was a very long skirt, and I'll take it out to show it to you. Look at this. This is beautiful. It looks very small though, and I don't think it would fit me, but I love that. If that was in my size, I would have picked that up for sure. I have obsessions with like buckles and lots of D-rings and all the silver. I really like them. I've always liked very chunky looking things, and yeah, that was definitely my style. Okay, let's have a little look through the jackets. They did have some really cool ones actually. I really like this. I think this is more like, it's from Cyberdog. So yeah, that's really cool. It is, I was going to say it does look very cybery, and yeah, it's a Cyberdog. So they had this, which I thought was just like a dress, and then I looked down and I saw it had legs, so it kind of looks like a Catwoman costume almost. So that I found very interesting. And then I had this really cool like motorbike jacket with skulls on it. I thought this was really cool. That was, I think, £130, but it is pretty cool looking. Okay, I think we're done in here. Let's have a quick look around the shop so you can see how big it is and things. They did have lots of monsters in here that everyone was questioning about, and they did give some away to the customers, so that was really nice. Okay, let's head down to our next shop. And I really fancied going to look at some plants and things today. And also, just across the road is our Witchy Shop. So let's take a look at some like flowers and plants now. I'd love to know are any of you keen gardeners, or like, just love collecting and looking at plants? And what's your favourite plant you can see here today? I don't know much about different kinds of flowers and plants, but I do really love looking at them and wondering if they'll survive in a very dark garden. So let's go in and take a look at some more plants. I always find them really fascinating. Every time I come into one, it just reminds me of Little Show of Horrors. And I'm always looking for Audrey 2, just sitting there waiting for me to buy. So yeah, as you can see, there's loads of different kinds. And the prices aren't too bad actually. I am wanting to start my herb garden again, but I don't think they'll survive in our dark, mossy, damp back garden. This is what I found really interesting in here. I've never seen one of these before, and I don't know the name of it. So if any of you guys know the name of this plant, I think they're ones that eat flies. Let me know if I'm wrong or not. That would be amazing. But I did really want to pick one up just to have a good look at it. Absolutely beautiful. $22.50. So I might have to invest, because I absolutely love anything that eats flies. I'm not sure whether they'd be poisonous for cats or. So yeah, I need to look into that a bit more. But if you guys can let me know, that'd be amazing. What it's called. They had amazing bouquets of flowers as well. Check these out, they're stunning. I don't get to see ones like this very often, because normally there's just supermarket ones, but these are just not like them at all. They're beautiful, massive bouquets with so many different kinds of flowers. Which one's your favourite? I would love to know. This one was so beautiful. I love all the colours and the different heights in this one. Lots of like decorative things as well, like dried flowers and like coloured things, and they're so beautiful. The things with dried flowers, you don't have to worry about killing them because they're already dead. So we did have some grape vines here that were growing, and here's some rosemary. I absolutely love rosemary. I'm trying to teach my kids about the smells and what to look for. So I got my boy to get to know the smell of rosemary today. And I think it's quite important, like, to know what different herbs smell like. Okay, so now we're finished there. We're going to pop into the Witchy Shop, but I always enjoy looking in the window first. So we're going to have a good look in the window. They have such beautiful window displays always in this shop. And I want everything, of course. And absolutely beautiful. So let's go in and take a look around. I did ask if I could record in here, and the lady in here said yes, that's absolutely fine. So I was quite happy to bring you guys in here shopping too. First of all, we're going to have a look at some crystals. I'm after buying some of this stuff, and I'm very bad at pronouncing crystal names, I'm so sorry, but I've been reading into this crystal, and yeah, I just really like how it looks as well. Also, my son really likes crystals, so we were just going around reading the names and their properties and what they can do. I always find this so fascinating, and they're just so interesting to look at and read about, and to find out what you can do with them and things like that. So yeah, we had a good look at them today. I'd love to know, do you collect crystals? Are you on your witchy path as well? I always find that really interesting when it comes to Goths, and you know, quite a lot of Goths I know do like witchcraft as well. And collecting crystals, of course. They had lots of books, and I love these pictures. They're so beautiful. They had lots of really beautiful statues in here, and I'm always wanting all these. I found this to be so cute. Look at them. And they're just all stunning. They had dragons. This skull that looked like it had like scales, amazing. And this at the bottom here, I love this Baphomet candle holder. I definitely need to get one. I think it's so cool. Lots of wind chimes. I really like these. I think they're really cute and really like Halloweeny. And yeah, all things I love in here.
Spiral into time and space, sacred circle, blessed place, hear the voices.
So my son's been looking for something to put his crystal in. So we were looking at all the different ways you can wear crystals on your person, like, you know, a bracelet or a necklace. And he's been very interesting. He got a large crystal and he wanted to wear it as a bracelet. And yeah, we decided to have a look to see if there was a way that we could put it on something for him to wear. I love this cat and these crystals. I'm after a crystal ball, and yeah, they're just amazing. They had a raven one, a cat one that looked like sticks. I love the one with the ivy at the bottom, and I love all these copper kind of looking statues as well. So I was showing my son these little cages you can get to put crystals in, so you can wear them around your neck. And yeah, I think he's decided to get one of them. So they always got lots of like incense and crystal chips, and I really want some of these. So there's some tongs up here. They're amazing if you want to be burning something, or for coal discs or anything like that you need to pick up while you're doing your magic work, or you know, or where you're just burning them around your house. So yeah, I'm after some of them at some point. And I love these tiny weeny little cauldrons, and I am still tempted to get one for dollhouse at some point, because I think, you know, there's nothing like cooler than a little cauldron. They had smaller crystals over here, and you know that my son loves them, so again we were just taking a look at them as well. Then another way that I was saying that he could wear his crystals is by buying one of these. And yeah, it's just so lovely sharing something like this with my son. He's very into the whole magic and the whole crystal thing at the moment, so it's really fun to get to share something like that with him. They had lots of really lovely runes back here, and I haven't ever done a lot of rune reading before. So yeah, I always really love the idea of learning something new. I'm not sure it would be too hard for me though, because there's lots of remembering again, the same as the tarot cards. I had lots of lovely books in here, and the jewellery or alchemy. And I love all this stuff, this bat especially. I always look at this bat, and they're beautiful. So I want all them, of course. Need to do our window shopping while we're out, of course. So they had a beautiful display over here of bigger crystals, which were stunning. And these beautiful little brooms and boxes. I found the next book that I want to get next. I haven't seen these before, and I've been after a massive spell book for a little while. I've got a few smaller spell books, and I normally end up just making my own spells from, you know, what I think might help by reading about what I'm using for what I need. But I thought it'd be really fun to have a big book where I can just look through, and it can give me some ideas of, you know, what I can use on my spells to make them more powerful. So I have got my eye on this massive spell book here, and I do have another book here next to it. It looks like it comes in some kind of collection, so I definitely need to look online to see if I can buy it cheaper anywhere, because these are quite expensive. Let's have a look. So they're £40 for that book. But I think that would help me out a lot, actually. And of course, I would probably have to buy the whole collection of these if I was to get one. Over here they had some more lovely jewellery, and oh, it's so lovely, my goodness. I fell in love with this book of shadows. It's absolutely, I've never seen one so beautiful ever. They had these like little spell books here. A Book of Evil Plans. Everyone needs one of them. And yeah, this book was leather bound and it all had like natural made paper on the inside as well. And I definitely would have brought that if I had some money today, because I really do need a new one. The one I've got is nearly full, so it'd be so lovely to have this little one here. They had these beautiful little goth fairies here. They're stunning. And some dragons. I'm not really into dragons, but these are really cute. And I love these big black cats. There's one asleep and one inside a cauldron. I always love this little angel looking into a mirror and they're a skeleton. And they had some Nemesis Now big cats too. I collect these, I've got quite a few of them, but I love the bigger ones. Lots of cute little cards as well. I love looking at cards in these shops. Always got like such cool images on. And on the way out I noticed there's a fairy festival on somewhere, so I pinched the leaflet to find out where it is. So that's the Witchy Shop done. I love going in there, I wish I had some money. We walked past the T-shirt shop and they had lots of t-shirts in the window, so I gave that a bit of a nosy. I thought you might enjoy that. Lots of prints and lots of t-shirts. I'd love to know what you would have brought in the Witchy Shop. And I really wanted this jumper and it was only £15. Seriously spooky. So that's the end of our video today. I hope you guys really enjoyed coming along shopping. I've had a very bad leaky eye, so I'm sorry if my lash slips in this video at all. And yeah, thank you so much for coming along, and please don't forget, it goes again. Oh no. Be weird, be yourself, and be different, because otherwise it's just completely boring. And I'll see you later. Bye.
Gothic eternity. Gothic eternity. Gothic eternity. Gothic eternity.